Hey, how's it going, YouTube? This is your everyday powerlifter, Brent speaking. I'm sitting outside today, chilling. Um, haven't vlogged in a minute. Haven't did any since my powerlifting meet. I missed, for whatever reason, I missed the nationals. I had planned on competing in the nationals, but for whatever reason, my paperwork got mixed up, and I didn't get my paperwork in enough time. But I did compete at the Grit House Classic. Last time I competed was at Gritmas. So I competed at the Grit House Classic. I'm trying to remember what day that was. It was, I think it was June the 17th, June the 17th. And I'll put some, I'll probably splash some videos of it in between this video, or maybe after. You can also check me out at on my Instagram account, Brent underscore Sheets, SHEATS, or my Yip channel, my Yip underscore Yip, uh, Yip, your everyday Yip underscore your everyday powerlift. I believe that's what it is on Instagram, YEP. So you probably look under YEP and you'll be able to find my Instagram feeds. But yeah, I competed, came out of it. I did well. I did well considering I only had 1 month of training. I was really trying to get a 1,500 total for all my lifts, but I knew that going into the meet, 1 month out, got 1 month of training when they opened up the gyms back here in Tennessee. That's where I live, and they opened the gyms back up. And with the 1 month of training, uh, I knew that I was so much stronger before the quarantine, before they shut the gyms down. I was way stronger, but I came back, did some accelerated training, uh, had good days, bad days, all over the place in my training because I was rushing, trying to get myself back to where I thought I would be, where I needed to be, pulling weight and pushing weight and squatting weight that I felt like I was capable of. Uh, during when I came back off quarantine, I realized there were some structural things in my body. I had gained some weight, couldn't get the weight off as much as I wanted to. I wanted to cut to about wanted to be about 213, 214, but I came in probably around about right at the cutoff mark, about 220, 219, 220, carrying about 5 or 6 pounds more than I wanted to. But some of it could be just muscle. I've gained probably since December, since my last competition. I've gained probably some muscle in certain key areas of my body, and I can tell structurally. I wasn't bad or nothing like that per se. I wasn't lean, but I wasn't fat. But I was carrying weight around that my body probably wasn't used to carrying, and I could tell in my training that my body was reacting a little differently, especially in my squat, because my squat was flying before. Structurally, I felt great. My squat felt great. Uh, my I was going in the hole, and I wasn't bouncing. I was going in the hole and coming up, driving, getting good, and I was squatting over 400. I was squatting like 410, 420 for reps and sets and things of that sort. Uh, during the when I came back off quarantine, I was pushing good weight, but I realized there were some things in my body that weren't that were a little off per se, and I rushed through it. Probably should have just skipped the meet altogether, but my male ego got in the way of my better judgment, and I went ahead and competed. So um, through the Southern Powerlifting Federation, so I missed my squat. I missed my first squat attempt was, I believe it was I believe it was 420, four. I can't remember. I have to look at my pad. It was 420, 425, something like that. Then my second attempt was 455, 456, and I had elevated heels on my first one, and I realized there was something funky with the elevated heels. I had been squatting before quarantine. I was squatting in heels, in elevated heel shoes, I came back out quarantine with a new weight. My body felt totally different, and I was squatted in flats, and I was squatting through training the whole time in flats. And I said, well, I'm gonna start using heels. And I think I squatted one day in heels after the 1 day in heels throughout the whole 4 weeks of training that I had before the meet. And I felt okay. I did pretty good. I moved pretty good way. Even though I was pitched forward, I said, man, I'll straighten it out. Dumb me. Instead of, and then I went back and I squatted in flats, I think, one day. And then some other stuff transpired. Now I'll go into this later. I had a serious family illness during the whole time, and it was stressing me out big time. It was serious, real serious, like life or death serious. But anyway, I'll talk about that on my another video. But anyway, I missed my second attempt. I ran to the car, put the flats on, squatted my second attempt, 456. But my goal was going into the meet. I was wanting to push 525. I was wanting to go ahead and get the 525 plus mark in a meet, but I didn't. I missed the second attempt, and I was too nervous. I didn't want to just throw everything away because I was shooting for at least getting 1400 plus. You know, I felt like that was reasonable. I felt like, you know, with the limited training, I feel like I could get 1400. And I'd have been decently pleased with that, considering I only had a little bit of training. 1400 plus. If I'd have got 1500, I'd have been very pleased. 1400 plus, like, you know, 14 whatever. Between 14 and 1500, I would have been okay with it. I would have been cool with it. So anyway, so I got I got my third lift. Then I went to bench press. I benched my first bench press. I think it was 325, 330, something like that. I believe that was my first bench, and it flew. Then I went to 342 or 344. It's in kilos. I'm trying to translate over into pounds. I think it was like 342, 343, 344, something like that. 345, something is in the 340s. So that went, and for whatever reason I got here, and the weight came off my chest really easy, and buddy, I struggled getting it locked out. And man, I was struggling so much when I came back from quarantine with leg drive and keeping my back tight. And I had days where I could stay tight, and other days I was loosey-goosey, and I didn't feel like I even had a good arch. But I was arching, but I didn't have the arch that I was doing before quarantine. But anyway, so I got that lift, and then I missed my 356, 355, I think it was, and I missed it. I got it here, and I couldn't push it to the lock. I got it about right here, and whatever reason I didn't have no tightness. If I'll show the video, but I'll add this video, and you'll see on that third lift I could not lock it out. I mean, I couldn't, and I didn't ask the guy for a lift off. I was all over, my focus was all jacked up, but that's neither here nor there. No excuses. I missed the lift. So, and then on the deadlift, which I felt was my worst lift during quarantine. My deadlift was terrible. I didn't feel no strength in my deadlift. Use straight bar because that's all we have at Gold's Gym. We don't have a deadlift bar or a Texas deadlift bar, any of that, anything with so I just use a straight bar, basically a regular old, you know, just regular bar that they have there. And I was deadlifting off that. My deadlift was great before quarantine. After quarantine came back, it had great days, and it had bad days, and it was all over the place. And I still went into it thinking that if I could get 1400 on this, I'd be happy, because my deadlift was what I feared the most. I feared that I was going to blow that up. I thought squat and bench were okay, but my deadlift was terrible. So anyway, my first deadlift, when I was warming up, I felt 405 felt like it was nothing. So I was warming up, so I didn't go into the 500s in the warm-ups. I just felt like it's not necessary to exert that much energy. I just wanted to make sure I was engaging my core. I was in a good position. I was engaging my my lats and all that. Like when I go down to deadlift, I tighten up and I could feel my lats engaged, tightness. I could feel my heels pressed off the ground, so I felt really good. And that's all I was trying to do in warm-ups, and so the weight really flew. So went up there, and on my first deadlift, I think I pulled five something. I can't remember what it was exactly. It was 5 something. It went up easy. My second deadlift, it was 565, and the lady that I had recording this, I don't know what she. No disrespect. She's maybe she was just yoked off of pre-workout and everything, or maybe she was too busy thinking about what she needed to do. So for whatever reason, she missed taping both of those. And then I had this other lady tape my final lift, which was I went ahead and tried to get the 1400 plus total, which I did, and I pulled 611 on my final deadlift. And if you look at it shows the video. My camera phone was going dead, but if you look at my YouTube channel, you'll see me locking it out, and the guy got his hand raised, so I got it. But that's all it does. It doesn't show the complete, when me pulling off the ground and everything. It just shows me locking it out, and I think it shows a little bit, and then the phone blinked out, and then it shows me lowering it back down, and a little bit of that. But for whatever reason, it just didn't. It didn't film good. But anyway, I got 1400 plus total. You can go on the Southern Powerlifting Federation. You can actually contact Grit House, and they could tell you if you don't believe that, or you can reach out to anybody who was at the Grit House Classic through the Southern Powerlifting Federation in Cleveland, Tennessee, and they'll tell you that I got the 611 pull, which went out really well. It went out pretty easy. I probably could have pulled. Not sounding cocky. I could have pulled over 611. I'm sure of that, but wasn't really prepared mentally to pull more than I did. Physically, I could have, but mentally, I pulled what I pulled, and I'm okay with that. So, but got the 1400 plus total, and I won my particular division. For the Masters division, since I'm 48. So I was pleased with the meet overall. Got a lot. Came out of the meet with some. My knee's been a little unstable, so I've been doing workarounds around it, just trying to strengthen it. And I'll go into more of that in the next video. But yeah, I'm still training. I'm still working out. Everything's scaled back now since I don't have a meet in sight, and with the quarantine, with the possible second wave of quarantine in certain parts of the country, I don't think I'm gonna do another meet unless one comes in the tail end of 2020. Probably won't do none until 2021. So hopefully I'll figure out what's going on with my knee, be able to strengthen it, or I might have to see an orthopedic doctor, see what's going on with it. And if unless the good Lord heals me, which He's more than capable of healing me, or maybe just take some time off on doing any kind of leg exercises and just let my knee completely heal up, and maybe it's just something just far as fluid or something, I don't know, but we'll figure it out, God willing. But this is your everyday powerlifter, Brent speaking. Just wanted to get a video back up. I hadn't got my followers. I will probably put 2 videos up today. I'll probably do another video. But this is your everyday powerlifter, Brent speaking. Sign off. Have a good one.